Oh man. Alright y'all. The Bias for Battles podcast is starting episode 18. Ooh, buddy. Man. I'm starting a little late today, y'all, but man, it's been a long day. But I'm gonna get in here and get this going. The Bias for Balance podcast, episode 18. I'm finna cook today though. Coach Shelton Harrison about to cook. And when I say I'm cooking, ooh boy. Sit back, relax, and have a listen. And you too, fat boy. You keep your mouth shut, fat boy. Okay? It is. Reggie the Tree, what's going on? Reggie the Tree in the god doggone building. That's right. Tell him, Reggie the Tree. Tell Fat Boy to keep his mouth shut. Okay? You keep your mouth shut, Fat Boy. Okay? Shut up, Fat Boy! Yeah, just been getting it in, man. Cause Fat Boy been on a rampage lately. The guy's always trying to hide himself, but that's okay. We still gonna talk about this. Al Haymon. Is he our brother's keeper? Don't know. Okay? Al Haymon. Is he our brother's keeper? Well, is he? I don't know. Okay? I see George Page in the building. Okay? Stephen A. Smith. Man, this guy's a disgrace, man. I get so tired of Stephen A. Smith. Okay? I get tired. Okay? Hold on. Gotta set up my other screen. Y'all know. The best women's MMA platform on YouTube. And you got some hater trying to steal that, man, but that's what he is, they're a hater. They can't think of their own stuff to talk about. Yeah, man. Hey, smash that like button on the way in. You know, I got a 10-person minimum. Y'all know. We trying to beat the YouTube algorithm, man. Because, you know, I just found out only 8% of my subs are getting notifications. Like, it's in the YouTube analytics. And I'm like, are you serious? 8% of my subs, y'all. So, if I take 8% of, like, what, 8,600? Yo. That's crazy. That's like not even 60 people. Okay, my man Joe Burns in the god doggone building. Joe Burns in the god doggone building in that super chat. Cause boy, we cooking today. Oh, we dang sure gonna cook today. You know, we get about 10 people in here, guys. We're gonna start this. We're gonna start. To come get this work mobcast every Thursday night. Okay, from 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? Starts then and, you know, stops when they stop talking. Okay? I see some of my fellas in here. Reggie the Tree, Mr. Bennett, Marcus Bell. And shout out to Joe Burns in that super chat, man. Shout out to Joe Burns, man. Y'all go ahead, man. Pop that like button. Jab that like button. Drop kick the like button. Kiss the like button. Do what you gotta do. But get that like button on your agenda. Okay? We're gonna talk about Kamaru Usman, our brother. Okay? Brother Usman. We're talking about Brother Usman tonight. That's right, guys. Oh, George. Yep, we finna set it on fire. Oh, we finna set it on fire tonight. Guys, this is the Bias but Balance podcast. Okay? Every Sunday night. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, it's what we do, what it do. Okay? PK Boxing and MMA in the building. Jab that like button, fellas, on the way in. I'm so yawning, man. I gotta do this before I doze off, man. I gotta do it. And just make this thing as good as ever. I'm your host, Coach Shelton Harrison. Okay? I'm your host. We got an awesome lineup for y'all tonight. Okay? Waiting on the 10 people to come on in the building, and that's okay. If they don't come in, we'll start with the 4 or 5. Doesn't matter. Okay? Doesn't matter. We'll keep it going here for about another, let's see. Okay, in 3 minutes. Okay, we'll give 10 people 3 minutes to get in here, and if they don't, that's okay. They just miss out. They miss out on the Bias but Balance podcast. Okay, hosted by yours truly, Coach Shelton Harrison. I see Tristan McCray. I see everybody. I see them in the building. Okay, the YouTube analytics they're killing it. YouTube always killing it. We're gonna start the show in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, y'all. Wow. What do y'all got to say about that? I know, right? I know. Sounds good. Sounds very good. I love it. And you should love it too. Okay? I see my people in the building, man. PK, Tristan McCray, George Page. Okay? I don't need much more than that. We'll get the show started here. We're going to start the show in exactly 2 minutes. I see my man Joe Burns giving everybody the peace sign, the pound sign. It is what it is. Guys, I'm going really hard on some topics today. I am. It's not my normal MMA podcast. I am going to talk about MMA though. I am going to do it. I am going to talk about Usman and Covington. I am going to talk about that. We're going to start the show in exactly 1 minute, or if we get 10 people first, whichever one. Okay, y'all know we're going to do what it do. And this is a podcast sponsored by the LDBC, the Lions Den boxing community. We got the Lions Den basketball community, the Lions Den mixed martial arts community, the Lions Den women's mixed martial art community, the Lions Den women's tennis community. Man, we got the Lions Den everything. We got the Lions Den everything. Man, let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're here. I see some of you here. If you ain't speak up now, okay? Because we're going to make it do what it do. We're going to start the show in exactly 45 seconds, or if 10 people come in, whichever come first, okay? Whichever come first. And shout out to all the people that's hit that like button, okay? We're going to start the show in 30 seconds, okay? In 30 seconds, we're going to start this show. Hey, come on. Come on. Come on. Coach Shelton Harrison. There never be no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. Okay, we have 12 people in the building. The music stops, and we're going to start the show. And I see my girl Aquarius in the building. What it do, Aquarius? And I see my man, Stamina MC, in the god doggone building. Okay. All right, folks. Mahari Sports Nation Podcast. Mahari Nation Sports Podcast in the god doggone building. Man, stand up, man. I was on Mahari's Sportcast. Like, I was on there a couple of days ago, man. Tell you what, man. Go subscribe to Mahari Sports Nation. Man, that dude got a hell of a show. I enjoyed his show. It was him and Miss Boxing was on last time I was on there, man. Enjoyed that show. My podcast comes on once a week, and I do some in the middle, but my scheduled time is 9 o'clock, okay? And, yeah. Okay? Oh, yeah, George, the Lions Den track and field community. Yep, we got that going. Okay, folks. Al Haymon. Is Al Haymon supposed to be his brother's keeper? Is he? And my response to Al Haymon right now is no. Al Haymon really don't have to do anything, okay? I think Al Haymon, okay? Al Haymon is messing up by allowing Kelly Swanson to do what she wants to do, okay? I agree with Fred. I agree with Fred wholeheartedly, okay? I agree with what he's saying. Al Haymon is a guy that, it's been trial by fire with Al Haymon. It's been trial by fire. And he's been getting destroyed. He's been getting, decimated in the news. Okay, this guy's been getting decimated by YouTube channels, claiming to be fair. He's been getting decimated by Dan Ravioli, okay? The man that sits in the buffet line over and over and over. He's been getting decimated by Top Rank. He's been getting decimated by Fishnet Promotions. So Al Haymon he's been getting attacked in all different directions. And yet, this man, he's not said one thing. He's not said one thing. This guy's never come out. This guy's never done an interview. He's never even spoke to a columnist. Nobody. Okay, nothing. Al Heyman has done none of that. So, I thought to myself, why am I defending this guy? Why am I defending this guy? Like, what do I get out of defending Al Heyman? What? I mean, folks, please. I mean, how are we going to explain all of this? And I thought to myself, okay, well, I mean, evidently, if this is not important to Al Heyman, then Al Heyman is smart enough. Al Heyman is a big boy. Al Heyman can defend his damn self. He can. But let's talk about what Miss One Kelly Swanson said. Let's talk about what she said. Okay? Kelly Swanson just pretty much said, hey, listen, these black stories don't matter, Fred. These black stories don't matter, Fred. They don't matter. They don't. And then, of course, you have the LDBC haters. They come in here. Well, no, maybe Kelly isn't. Maybe Kelly doesn't want to hear about the LDBC, their bias agenda. So, what agenda do we have? I'm gonna tell y'all something. Why is it? Why is it that when a group of black men we get together, we organize, and we start talking about boxing? Okay, now we have an agenda. Now we have an agenda. So, what agenda do you guys think we have? And I'm talking to you guys that don't like the LDBC. What agenda do you think we have that you don't have? Isn't this funny, man? This is amazing how you guys can pretty much say and do what you want because you're so fair, you're so unbiased, you're so fair, you're so unbiased, and man, so you guys can say what you want. You guys can fight and go for any kind of movement that you want to. Okay, you guys can do whatever. You guys can support who you want to. You can do whatever you want to do. But God dog it, as soon as we support a Deontay Wilder, okay, as soon as we support Devin Haney, as soon as we support Errol Spence Jr., as soon as we support these fighters, well, guess what happens? Okay, ooh, the LDBC, they're a cult, they're a racist cult. And, of course, in the hands of your boy, the boxing librarian, who called us a bunch of racist hood rats. And that's something. Yep. The boxing librarian said he hate racism. Said he hate it. And he called us a bunch of racist hood rats. I ain't going to explain all this. But these are the people that say that they're so unfair. They say they're unbiased, I mean, they say they're fair. They say they're unbiased. They say everything, okay? But this is what's on their mind. This is what's on their mind. This is what they think of us. So, okay, it is what it is now, okay? I already know that we don't have any. There are no friends that we have. We don't have any friends. No, we have no friends in this LDBC game. We don't have it, okay? And that's fine. I don't worry about grown men being my friends online anyway. I don't even worry about that, okay? I don't worry about a grown man being my friend online because let's just face it, he was never my friend in the first place. I mean, right, XA Gucci? Right, everybody? Like, it's just, it is what it is. I don't really care. What is Al Heyman going to do about Kelly Swanson? And what is he going to do? And isn't it funny, man? People like Dan Ravioli can get credentials, right? Oh, he get the best credentials on the planet. But guys, isn't this the same Dan Ravioli? The same Dan Ravioli that hated on the PBC for years. He hated on the PBC for years and years and years. Hated on Floyd Mayweather. Talked bad, and Andre Ward. I know he's never been in the PBC, but he talked bad about Andre Ward for years. Call him a born fighter. Just call him everything in the guy's hot son. Okay. Dan Ravioli, of course, wouldn't say anything about those Golden Boy emails. Dan Ravioli didn't say anything about Sergei Kovalev, making the racial epitaphs with the monkey, with Adonis Stevenson. Nah, Dan Ravioli didn't do anything. But guess what Dan did? Dan got his credentials. Dan got front row seats. Dan can go to all the PBC events. But Dan Ravioli somehow is good for business. How you gonna explain this? I mean, Dan Ravioli is good for business, but the LDBC and new media were not good for business. Wow. There's a shocker. There's a shocker. Then somebody came at me and said, Coach, I think you lying. I think you lying about Al Haymon. How am I lying? I met Al Haymon 3 summers ago. Like I don't even understand. Okay, there it is. Okay, and here it is right here. Okay, it is right here. Okay, it is right here. There it is. There it is. Okay. See, you guys, and let's go ahead and expose one guy. Let's go ahead and expose. Oh, LA 12. Yep. I think you're too stupid to go live. Okay? Come on, let's go live. Go live. I'm live now. Okay? And I'm telling this clown I'm live now. Okay? But see, you know why they don't want to do that? You know why these guys won't go live? Like, really and truly why they won't go? Because they can't talk, guys. They can't talk. They can't talk past Google. And have you ever heard some of these guys talk? The ones that talk all this junk in the comment section? Like, have you ever heard some of these guys talk? Like, you would think that you're listening to a preschooler. Like, you would legit think that you're listening to a preschooler. That's what you think. That's what I think. Okay, like, honestly, it was a guy, who was trying to. It was crazy, man. He was talking junk and leaving messages on my answer machine, and and I'm sitting here like, who is this guy? And then when I figured out who it was, wait a minute, that's who it is. The guy to be leaving all these comments. This boy sound like he in the 3rd grade. He sound goofy. Like, just sound goofy. Goofy. And I said, no wonder a lot of these guys don't want to come forward. Like this guy, LA. Like LA. Like you name your name LA. Okay? Number one, you've been fake your whole life. Okay? You don't want to go live because you're afraid that you can't prove it. And I said, listen, man, if you think that we're so biased, if the LDBC is so biased, okay, then come prove it. I don't care about the guys that you keep saying, oh, you got guys exposing the LDBC at the same time. Oh, wait a minute. He mentioned Sean Newton. Oh, you talking about Sean Newton? Okay, the dude that looked like he ain't washed his ass in 55 days? You talking about that Sean Newton? Oh, okay, you talking about the racist Sean Newton? Or you talking about D3 the Boom Man? Or you talking about him? We don't care about him. We don't care nothing about that guy. We don't care anything about him. Nobody's talking about him. The UGC, the UGC disgruntled guy that was in the LDBC. We're not checking for him. Counterpunch boxing. I don't know. True school. We don't care about these people because all of these people, the majority of them, they don't even like black fighters. They don't even like black fighters. So you're naming names, you're giving me names, but nobody checking for these guys. Matter of fact, we don't care much about these guys at all. Matter of fact, you've never heard me mention any of those guys' name until I just read them off. Never. You've never heard me mention any of those guys' name. Okay, because I don't need to mention their name. For what? Why do I care to? Why do I care to mention any of these guys' name? Well, I won't do it. Okay, well, I did just now, but, I'm saying, why would I mention these guys' name? There's no need to. I don't care about what they do. They can talk about us all they want to. They can talk about the LDBC. They can do this. Look, I don't care. I don't care. Because what they do and what they think about me don't run my channel. Don't run anything. But ain't it funny everybody say, well, the LDBC, man, look, they do anything, man. The PBC can do no wrong in the eyes of the LDBC. And as soon as we come out and we say something or we call something out we don't like about the PBC, and now, we hating on Al Haymon. Like, wait a minute, which one is it? Which one is it? Because this mess right here, this whole Kelly Swanson thing, I can't roll with Al Heyman. And I don't understand. Why is it that us as a people, okay, if we disagree, we disagree, okay? If we disagree, we disagree. You just disagree. I can't roll with Al Heyman. I can't do it. I can't roll with this. I can't roll with his stance on saying nothing. Okay? This guy don't even talk about his own emails, okay? So if he ain't gonna talk about the racist emails, okay, why should I? Why should I do anything? Why should I even stand front line and center for Al Heyman? Because the guy don't care about anybody. He don't care about you, me. He don't care about nobody. He care about his money, okay? That's just what it is. Al Heyman is a guy. He is a pimp. Okay? Yep, I said it. Al Heyman is a pimp. Okay? He pimp the fighters, he make his money, and Al Heyman go home and sleep good at night. That's what he do. Okay? Al Heyman don't care if somebody talking about him. Al Heyman don't care about YouTube videos. Hell, I doubt that the man even watches YouTube. I doubt that he even watches YouTube videos about himself. And if he do, I'm pretty sure he too busy to worry about what a YouTuber thinks about him. It's just not gonna happen. Okay? Al Heyman don't care. He's just probably busy making his money and trying to build his empire. That's just what this is. So does Al Heyman have to be his brother's keeper? Well, my answer to that is no. He don't have to be. But let me tell you what's going to happen to Al Heyman in the long run. See, what's going to happen to him in the long run is that it's going to get to a point where Al Heyman is going to need the black dollar. Okay? He's going to need it. And see, when he gets to that point when he really does need that black dollar, and see, now when we understand, when we know exactly what Al Heyman is truly about, guess what we're going to do? Guess what we're going to do, XA? We're going to ignore Al Heyman. We're going to let Al Heyman swim in the muckamire that he's created for himself. That's what we're going to do. See, we're going to let Al Heyman swim in the muckamire. We're just going to let this guy swim. Okay? We're going to let him swim, and, Al Heyman, hey, he's a resourceful man. Al Heyman can sink, he can swim, he can do whatever he got to do. That's what we're going to do with the likes of one Alvin Heyman. Okay? That's what we do. So if he wants to allow Kelly Swanson to, tell his black media members that they can't have credentials, okay. But that's going to be a move that comes back to bite him in his ass. It's going to be a move that's going to bite him in the ass. It is. See, Al Heyman don't get it. I don't think they get it. You chase away your audience, the people who they're gonna go to bat for you. If you chase those people away, what do you have? What do you have? Okay, so you're gonna try to build it around a casual fan base that's not there. Remember, boxing is on YouTube. YouTube is saturated with boxing talk. The majority of boxing talk thrives on YouTube. So when you piss off YouTubers or you piss off people that make video about your fighters, you got to understand it's direct, okay? Like I give you an example with WMMA, okay? With WMMA, probably monthly, I can get over 200 views a month in WMMA, purely from my channel. Now my channel probably gets about maybe, I don't know, every month maybe about 350 to 400,000 views a month, okay? That's with everything. Now, when you look at 200,000 of my views of women's MMA, and I gave y'all this analogy, then you're going to want to get in on what's going on. See, let me tell you some fighters that they've actually gotten in on what's going on. Okay, they've gotten in. And shout out to TJ347 in that super chat. TJ347 in the super chat. Okay, and he says, Lauren Murphy is a future champion. Hashtag Arpit Singh. Oh boy, he is on Arpit Singh's neck. TJ347 has never got off Arpit Singh's neck, and he's gonna stay on Arpit Singh's neck every time you turn around. TJ347 in the comment section and doing what he does best, making people mad. Okay? Wow, Arpit Singh. He got you, man. If I were you, Arpit, I would kind of, I don't know, say something back. Maybe retaliate or something, Arpit. Arpit, do something because man, you take a lot of abuse. You take a lot of abuse, Arpit, and you don't have to take it. Let TJ know that you're not gonna take it anymore. Okay? You let him know. You tell TJ to assume the position. Tell TJ to assume the damn position. That's what you tell TJ. But what was I talking about? Okay, so you got this channel. I can do about 200,000 views a month on women's MMA. Okay, so when you take those 200,000 views, okay, you know that the fighters, the women's fighters, they know that there are very few channels that are designated for them. Okay, very few. There are very few channels that's designated for them. So they understand that this is one of those channels. It's designated for them. So, look at what happens, man. I do a live stream, and Sabina Mazo is constantly being just, she's up there. Brianna Van Buren, they're constantly up there. Karina Rodriguez, they're constantly up there. Okay, they're there. But they understand. Okay, but they understand. They understand what's going on. They understand the value. And these people, they're all trying to break up and they're trying to get into the black dollar, the black market. They want to get into the black market. They know that I have a black fan base here for women's MMA. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to come on this channel and talk. The smart ones are. Okay, shout out to XA Gucci 23. He says, "What do I think about the boxer that died of a body shot?" Okay, I got a little time. We can talk about that, and I will add that to the program. No worries. Okay, I promise I will. Man, they're giving Arpit Singh hell. Angel Magana is a future champion. Hashtag Arpit Singh. Wow, Arpit. Arpit, Arpit, Arpit. Boy, they are on you. They are on your ass tonight. Arpit, you can't let this go, okay? You can't let this go. You're letting this go. Arpit, I'm disappointed. Okay? I'm very disappointed, Arpit Singh. Do something about this, Arpit. Do something now. Make these guys assume the position. Okay? Make them assume the position. Say it, Arpit. Say assume the position. Okay? XA, we're going to talk about that. Hold on one second. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. These people, they're not even black, okay? The people that I keep telling you about, like Cindy Dandoir, Karina Rodriguez, Sabina Mazo, they're not black. But they do want black fans. So guess what? They'll come on this channel. And they'll be glad to come on this channel. Because they know that I have access to black fans. Okay, they probably know that maybe he's got access to a couple of 100,000 views. Okay, maybe. They probably know this, so they're going to do it. Al Haymon, it's like the light bulb ain't clicked. This is a smart businessman, but I guarantee you, if this continues, the people who were really, really diehard Al Haymon in the beginning, they're not going to be. And when you have certain YouTube channels like Blue Blood Sports and Fred from Barbershop, that they probably get millions of views every month, you're going to lose that support. Okay? And I don't care what people tell y'all about the LDBC and new media. I don't care what they tell y'all. Okay, we do have an impact in boxing. We got a heavy impact in the sport of boxing. We do. Okay? And if anybody tell you that, they lying to you. If anybody tell you that we don't have an impact in boxing, they are lying. Okay, they telling a bold-faced lie. Damn, they killing Arpit. They killing Arpit. Artem Lobov is a future champion. Arpit Singh. Wow. Then Stamina called my boy Carpet Scene. Carpet Scene. God, dog. Arpit, you need to do something, man. Like Arpit, you if you let this go, Arpit, man, I don't know what to say about you, man. You got to stop letting it go. But so my whole thing before I get off of Arpit, before I get off of Al Haymon, before I get off this guy, guys, you have to understand that people like Al, they're businessmen. Al Haymon is not a damn revolutionary. Al Haymon is not going to stand up. Al Haymon is not going to be taking a knee. Al Haymon is not going to protest, okay? I want us to stop looking at Al Haymon as if he's some kind of political activist. This guy ain't political activizing on nothing. Al Haymon is going to sit back, okay? He just gonna collect his millions and he gonna live his life. That's what he gonna do. Okay. Hey, people, and stop expecting people like Terrence Crawford. Okay, don't expect Terrence Crawford to think with any logic. Guys, Terrence Crawford, he's not the brightest bulb on the patch. Okay? Terrence Crawford is not, he's not the brightest bulb in the patch, y'all. But I think people, they want too much out of Crawford. Crawford can't give that to you, okay? Terrence Crawford, he's not a political activist. Now, I tell you what, if Terrence Crawford keep running around here talking about, well, my people don't support me. Well, yeah, Terrence. Yeah, there's a reason why we don't support you, Terrence Crawford. We don't support you because you're dumb. Okay, you're dumb. You're dumb. Okay. Oh man, they are killing Arpit Singh. John Taylor says, oh, TJ says, name a women's MMA fighter with better BJJ than Megan Anderson, outweight Arpit Singh. John Taylor says, don't be like Al Haymon, Arpit Singh, fight back. Stamina MC says, ooh, pick on me, TJ. Pick on me, Ariane Lipsky. George Page, Arpit, tell TJ and Mr. Bennett they're late for their jobs selling apples on the freeway. God, dog. Oh, man. Killing them, killing them. Okay, Marcus Bell says, Roxanne Modafferi will be ranked number 5 by the end of next year. Arpit Singh. Arpit Singh, guys. Arpit Singh for president. Man. We need to have a contest. How many people can make up an Arpit Singh, whatever? Arpit Singh is the man. Arpit Singh knows everything. Arpit Singh in the comment section for your viewing pleasure, guys. Brought to you by Stop Picking on Arpit Singh. Okay, let's talk about this idiot, Stephen A. Stupid. Stephen A. Smith, he's went in on Colin Kaepernick. He went in on Eric Reed, and Eric Reed clapped back at him. And Stephen A. Smith better be lucky, man. Eric Reed don't pull up on him. Stephen A. Smith done had people and athletes pull up on him before. And it's almost like you would think that he would get the message, man. But no, Stephen A. Smith don't ever get the message, okay? And I still don't understand why athletes to this day, I still don't understand why athletes interview with Stephen A. Smith. Why? Why do you do that? Why do these athletes interview with Stephen A. Smith? Guys, I've never understood it. And all he do is talk down on black athletes. That's what he do. Okay? That's what he do. Okay, somebody is calling into the line. We're gonna see who that is. Okay? Check the line. Hold on, guys. Going to the phone. Okay, caller. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show Live.
What's up, Coach? What's up, Coach? It's Dead Game Boxing. Just wanted to come and chime in on my boy Barbershop Conversations incident.
Okay.
He got the YouTubers locked down right now. Everybody's talking about the situation. I'm noticing all the YouTubers are commenting about it. Some good, some bad. But my thing is this: why would they block Barbershop from PBC events, and he's hosting PBC activities, I think, on his own dime? Does he? I mean, or was he doing that without them knowing? I'm trying to understand. I thought he was locked in with the PBC.
That's what we all thought, man. But I mean, I guess when the problem isn't really because Al Heyman is oblivious to a lot of things. Um, but I do think he knows what's going on with Kelly Swanson, and Kelly Swanson is the person that's not giving these guys credentials. Okay, she's the one giving guys like Dan Raphael. She's giving this guy credentials who has been hating on the PBC for years. Giving other guys, giving these guys these damn credentials, man, that don't really think the PBC that they've done harm to the PBC instead of actually, you know, pull the PBC and actually talk about the brand correctly. It's been Dante's Boxing Nation, the new media, the LDBC. We have been really pushing the PBC. Definitely it's a good product, most of the time. And, We just couldn't understand why so many people hating on it. Well, I mean, this is a whole nother thing, man. Al Heyman don't get involved with a lot of things, but this is something that Al Heyman he can't neglect. Okay, if he neglects this, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be bad for the PBC. It's gonna be real bad.
Well, to me, from what I get from Al Heyman, just from the vibes, because I've never heard his voice before, but to me, he sounds like a guy who's really not informed about the smaller things. I really wouldn't even believe Al Heyman even know that these guys are getting banned from his events. Uh, I think he's given full control to that lady, and he's just washed his hands. Whatever she say goes with that. So I don't see anything changing. Um, it could be bad for business, but you know, he's a businessman, and a YouTuber. He's not really concerned about it. But when you have a YouTube community uh, like the LDBC, it can hurt the brand in the long run if it's pushed. If the guys push it, because it's not fair. You can't single out a certain group of people. That's not right. So if it's being pushed by all the LDBC and other members of the YouTube community, things could happen. I don't see that. I don't think that's going to happen because a lot of the YouTube community is actually glad that it did happen to Barbershop for some strange reason. Uh, but, you know, everybody going to have to stand up and push for it because LDBC is the truth, man. It's a lot of the truth comes out of the LDBC, and that's a lot what they don't want the casuals to know. The deep, how deep boxing is, the things behind the scenes, stuff like that, like Mexicans in the Cambluterol. I heard that on 7-8. He broke that story before it even was broke. So, yeah, man, it's an attack. It's an attack, I think, on certain YouTubers. So just be ready for it, man. It's just the beginning, I think.
Yeah, man, it's coming, man. I stopped defending Al when he wouldn't say nothing about the emails, and I knew then that Al Heyman just really don't give a damn. I mean, he just don't. He don't care. And I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, I'm making videos defending his character. I really don't. I didn't even know his character. I met Al Heyman 3.5 years ago. Okay, but I used to make tons and tons of Al Heyman videos, and to meet the guy, man, he really is a very smart man. Very brutally honest, man. He just tells you like it is. Um, and that's the one interaction that I've had with him, and he was bringing boxing to this area, or he was setting up some amateur bouts to this area, and so that's the interaction I had with him, and yeah, man, it's just there's nothing to him, man. He's a very simple guy, but I think you're right. He really don't understand what's going down, and he really don't understand the severity of the situation that's before him. If you get one person started, because just like with this whole Golden Boy thing, can you imagine, that a lot of black fans, diehard black fans, don't support Golden Boy? Like they don't support them, and can you imagine like how that affects business? That affects a lot of business. And you let the casual fans find out that Golden Boy, they condone racist emails or didn't say anything about him. The casual fan, they're gonna learn out about Golden Boy. But I think this is negatively affect Golden Boy. I know a lot of Golden Boy fans, they're not gonna admit it. They won't say anything. But black people, we spend a lot of money in this country, man. We spend a lot of money. We're consumers. We're the highest consumers in the country. So you stop our money flow from coming into your organization. Now you got a problem, and that's a financial problem. So
That's a big problem. That's a big problem. The only other issue that I had with PBC, not necessarily Al Heyman, is I'm a huge man. I'm a huge Bud Crawford fan. Huge man, huge. And what I seen, and I know that Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum and all these guys, they play games with each other. But it seemed to me like PBC, Al Haymon, they blacklisted Bud Crawford. And when they blacklisted Bud Crawford and also working with other top ranking other promoters, with other fighters of other nationalities, it made me kind of feel some kind of way. Why would you blackball this brother and you supporting these other guys? Making fights across the street with other guys. But when it comes to Bud, it's like you won't. I mean, Bud. If you say Bud's name in PBC circles, you might get banished. I've noticed these fighters can't even mention Bud's name. But why would you do that to your brother? Al Haymon is strictly a businessman. And when we as brothers and the community come to protect him, we're really protecting someone that really and truly, I don't think he even wants the protection. I don't think he even wants that. So it just kind of makes me feel some kind of way about this guy. This guy is straight business and nothing else, man. It's not about no staying with your people or none of that. It's the green is all that I think he's about. And that's when I really got a bad taste for PBC, period.
Yeah, well, Al Haymon is about the green. And see, Terrence Crawford, you can tell that Al Haymon don't really care if you're a brother or not. He don't care about that. It's just green. Because Terrence Crawford, and now from Al Haymon's viewpoint, I can understand. Bob Arum tried to sue Al Haymon. Tried to sue him. Then drug his name through the mud, and and now people want him to work with him to make a Crawford fight with Spence. Like, okay, I understand Al Haymon's rationale behind that. If somebody drug my name through the mud, tried to sue me, and then you want me to help them make money, no, that's not how it works. So Bud Crawford is ass out of luck. Okay, Bud Crawford he's ass out of luck. He's signed into that death trap of a contract that he got, and he knew what the deal was, man. I mean, Bud knew what it was, man.
But Al is working with other fighters though across the street. It's not like Bud is singled out. Is what I'm saying. To me, Bud got singled out when you have other Mexican, Dominican, Puerto Rican fighters. They fight each other, man. Everybody's fighting each other.
Are they from top
and when
rank?
it comes to Bud, it's you can't even mention his name, bro. I mean, it is what it is. There's other people for Bud to fight, but I'm just saying, if we really was caping for Al Haymon because he's a brother, he's not even looking out for the brother. Even though he's across the street, but you'll look out for somebody else and make that fight happen, but you can't make the Bud. You don't even want that fight to happen.
Yeah,
you can't even mention Bud's name.
You have to.
So I mean,
you got to take a look at who's he trying to make fights with. Because if they from top rank or Golden Boy, I can tell you now, he's not gonna make those fights. Okay, and he damn sure ain't gonna do it that fast because of them trying to sue him. So
they did sue him. They did sue him, right? They lost. I think they did sue him.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't think they tried. I think they did.
Yeah, well, they sued him, and they were unsuccessful, but he's not going to work with them. Okay, like you can forget it. Anybody at top rank, and I don't think it's just a Bud thing. I think it's more of a top rate thing. I think it's more of a fishnet promotions pantyhose thing. I think that's what this is. He just ain't gonna do it, man.
But
like,
that shows you how much of a businessman he is too, though. I mean, it's about the money, but they screwed him. So it's like, I mean, somebody else might have would have took the bait and still made stuff with him, but he's like, screw them all. Other than the few that he's making fights with, but he's a shrewd, crude businessman. And he's not about the black, he's about the green. Straight up.
Yep, that's what I get out of Mr. Al Heyman. I get that out of him. Well, man, well, thanks, brother, for calling in, man. And I know you call in on the Fred show sometime too, right?
Yeah, I call in on Fred's show. I like Fred, man. Fred doing a lot of good things. And his little movement was taking off. Like the pre-fight events that he was popping up. I think it was. I think he was growing faster than some people really wanted him to grow, and he was making moves that a lot of people didn't want to see made in the community with boxing, bringing boxing deep in the community and doing things for the less fortunate people. A lot of people didn't want that to happen, and that's kind of going to stifle that a little bit. But Fred just need to keep on grinding and keep on doing his thing. But I don't know if I would want to work with somebody that's going to kick me out. So where else to go? The zone? Go mess with Eddie? I don't know. I mean, stay with PBC even though they're screwing you. I don't know. It's a hard call.
Nah, see, Fred's normal, order of operations, how he do stuff. Fred gonna have his own thing. He gonna have his own thing, and I can't reveal everything of what's going on. Um, Definitely, especially with the LDBC, but I can tell you this, okay? We're definitely working on some things behind the scene where this whole thing will be eliminated. We ain't got to worry about people telling us we can't have credentials. We can't. We working on something big. That's all I can tell you. We're working on something real big. And
Man,
we don't have to worry about these guys no more. We don't have to worry about asking them for their credentials. We don't have to worry because we'll be able to do what we want to do.
that sounds awesome, brother. I'm there to support. Look, Coach, I appreciate you talking to you every time I call. Keep up the good work. Bless you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And that's my man. That's my man. 337. That's all I can say. Haha. Okay, guys. That's my man. Okay. Combo Breaker 99 is in the building. Okay. Combo Breaker 99 is in the building. This is gonna bring some ripple effect. Okay. Al Heyman definitely is going to feel the effects of this. Okay. See, right now it's small. It's very, very, very small, and a lot of people they're gonna try to act like, oh, okay, well, Fred just making noise, Fred just running off, Fred just complaining, okay? And combo, yeah, that Kelly Swanson comment about black stories was racist. Something needs to be done about it. Yeah, it's racist. You can't. There's nothing else that you can say. You can't try to support that. There's nothing you can say. You can't try to give her a pass for this. Okay, it was racist. It was very racist. Black stories don't matter. People don't want to hear about black stories. Well, Kelly, what stories do they want to hear about? I mean, tell me. Like, I would love for you to tell me what stories do people want to hear about. I mean, I'll wait. I'll wait for it. What stories do you think people want to hear about? And it's amazing. And people giving Kelly, man, Fred shouldn't have came out about that Kelly Swanson. Fred need to take the video down. Fred. Well, wait, why does Fred need to take the video down? For what? For what? It's racist. Like, why do people always want us to shut up about racism? Why? Why do we have to shut up about it? Like, what benefit do we get? No, you got to call it out. Okay? You got to call it out. Yeah, combo breaker. Al Heyman's come up was a black story, but people don't want to hear about that. Floyd was a black story. They're putting money in her pocket. Yeah, they're putting money in her pockets. Yeah, combo. They are. They're putting money in her pockets. They're doing it. And you remember Dante's Boxing Nation, man, for years, y'all. For years, Dante's Boxing Nation, he was trying to, he was bigging up Floyd Mayweather so much, man. I mean, his whole channel was almost based around promoting Floyd Mayweather, talking about the injustices. It took Dante years, man, to get. It took him a lot of years to get that interview. His first interview with Floyd Mayweather. And Dante had been in for about a decade, man, like really promoting Floyd Mayweather, and still lived right there in the area and couldn't get an interview because of Kelly Swanson. Okay, like couldn't even get an interview. And I'm like, dang, man, all this dude do is talk about Floyd and push Floyd and promote Floyd, and dude can't even get an interview. Dude can't get no respect around the Mayweather gym. Like what the hell, man? But it's cause of that woman, Kelly Swanson. It's cause of her. I'm telling y'all now, it's cause of Kelly Swanson. And this is who she is. Okay, this is who Kelly Swanson is, and this is who she's gonna be. And folks, that's just how it is. Okay, and people, man, Fred need to take the video. No, why does he? Why in the hell does he need to take the video down? Why? Why does Fred need to take his video down? Like, what is it? Do people have a problem with exposing racism? Why do people have a problem exposing? Like, why do people get uncomfortable about talking about racism? It's wrong. Everybody should be talking about it. It's wrong. It's not right. People get on the LDBC about who we support. Well, I mean, the people that this guy named, these people, they're doing exactly what we're doing. Like, you want to bring up muffin mouth Newton? You want to talk about Newton? Are you serious? What? Okay. What color? What fighters do he support? You want to talk about the Boone Man? The Boone? What? All these guys do is they talk about the LDBC. That's it. They built their channels on us. They talk about what we talk about. These people, they can't even talk boxing. They can't go a whole week without talking about what we talking about. Here, we talking about our own thing. We talking about us. We talking about what we talk about. And these people talk about what we talk about. That's because they can't. They can't get guys. They can't come up with their own narratives. They're not talented enough to come up with their own narratives. But it is what it is, man. And Stephen A. Smith he's disgusting. Okay, Stephen A. Smith is disgusting. He's very disgusting, man. Like the Me Too movement got a hold of him, and he was quiet. Okay, Michelle Beadle, like completely, pulled his whole card. Oh, Stephen A. Smith was quiet, ain't say nothing. Can you imagine? Got suspended from ESPN. Oh, Stephen A. Smith, man, was a whole different guy. Seriously, whole different guy. He came back. Boy, this dude don't want to. This Stephen A. Smith don't want to address nothing. The only thing Stephen A. Smith will address, he addresses black fighters and black athletes. That's what he do. Like Floyd Mayweather had to pull up on Stephen A. Smith. Floyd Mayweather pulled up on Stephen A. Smith and pretty much let him have it. Floyd Mayweather pulled up on the dude because Stephen A. Smith was talking so recklessly, on his show about Floyd Mayweather. Okay, a basketball player pulled up on him, man. It was at who pulled up on Stephen? That basketball player did. Uh, it was somebody in the comment section will tell me. Oh, it was Anthony. Shoot, I don't watch basketball like that. I don't watch basketball, but it's Anthony. Shoot, Anthony C. Well, anyways, anybody know? Oh, come on, Carmelo Anthony. Yeah, Carmelo Anthony pulled up on Stephen A. Smith, and I'm talking about pulled up on him hard. Okay, see my hard sport cast. I didn't know Kevin Durant pulled up on him. Okay, I didn't know that Kevin Durant pulled up on him. Okay, I didn't know, but I know Floyd Mayweather did. I know for a fact Carmelo Anthony pulled up on Stephen A. Smith, and Carmelo Anthony, he was pissed off, man. He was mad, and he was about to go. He was about to throw some hands on Stephen A. Smith. He was about to put hands on him. Okay, and Stephen A. Smith had to apologize because Carmelo Anthony wasn't playing with him. Like Carmelo Anthony was legit going there to beat the hell out of Stephen A. Smith. So he apologized. He apologized. He had to apologize. But this guy go in on black athletes, man, Like, okay, well, I'm gonna tell him about himself. Like, wait a minute, man. How about Johnny Manziel? Did you tell Johnny Manziel about his stuff, Stephen A. Smith? How you gonna explain this? How you gonna explain this? Did you tell Kerry Collins about himself when he raped that woman? How you gonna explain this? Did you? Did you talk about? Ben Roethlisberger when he was going through his mess? Did you talk about that? Nah. How you gonna explain this? Did you talk about Ronda Rousey, who went out and admitted that she abused her boyfriend at the time? How you gonna explain this? See, Stephen A. Smith will not go in on anybody except black people. He won't do it. Didn't go in on Manny Pacquiao. The man was being an adulteress. He was lying and all this other stuff. Nope. Nope. Stephen A. Smith gonna get hurt. Okay? Stephen A. Smith gonna get hurt. Yep, Ben Roethlisberger raping cocktail waitresses. But my thing is Stephen A. Smith gonna get hurt. One of these people, man, one of these people, they're gonna pull up on him, and they're gonna be real. They're gonna be real sneaky with it, and they're gonna pull up on Stephen A. Smith. What's up, man? How you doing? And he gonna start talking, and as soon as he opens his mouth, they're gonna punch him in his mouth. I'm telling y'all, Stephen A. Smith is gonna get it. Some sports, some athlete, man, they're gonna hear this guy talk about him, and they're going to pull up on him. Mahari Sports, okay. Comma Breaker says Steven is a puppet. He ain't made. His master will take it away from him. Yep, he will. Mahari Sportscast Sports Mahari Sports Nation Mahari Nation Sports Podcast says I was so happy when the feminist B Michelle Beadle got fired from ESPN. I hated that trashy B with every fiber of my being. Okay, Abel Mahari, man, going in, man. Yeah, I ain't like her either, man. But she made Stephen A. Smith apologize on national TV. Oh, and he did it too. He did it. He did it because he's a dog. Okay, Stephen A. Smith is a dog. That's who he is. Okay, and he gonna continue to be a dog, man. This guy Stephen A. Smith ain't gonna do nothing else but be a dog. Roof, 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 roof. That's Stephen A. Smith. I don't even feel bad for him. Guys, do you know his alma mater, Winston Salem? He went to Winston Salem State, and I took a visit there one day, man. And I went into the school where his he had a sign, a mural of him, like a big old picture. They took it down. They took it down, man, because Stephen A. Smith making comments. Stephen A. Smith making some reckless comments, man. They took that thing down. And everybody knew the real story about Stephen A. Smith and Clarence Big House Gaines. See, the truth of that story is out. Stephen A. Smith is a fool, okay? Thank goodness. Well, let's talk about Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, too. Let's talk about this. Okay, you guys know my stance on this fight. You guys know how I feel about this fight. I think Deontay Wilder's going to win, but this fight, I don't know, y'all. I don't know about this fight. And I'm just being honest and real with y'all. I'm not sure about this fight. Luis Ortiz looking in great shape, man. The best shape that we've ever seen Luis Ortiz in. I don't know, man. I don't know if Wilder will be able to pull this off. I hope he will. I'm going to think positive. This is going to be a very tough fight for Deontay Wilder. Okay? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This fight's going to be tough. And what he does, if Deontay Wilder can leave this unscathed, wow. Wow. Like, not only did you take the smoke once before, you took the smoke, you took the fade, and you came out okay. You barely got out of the fight, but he won. And now you want to take this same fight again. This fight is very dangerous. And Deontay Wilder, he's a gambler. He's gonna risk. He will risk, and of course, this is gonna launch him into heavy notoriety. Okay, yeah, combo. I agree with that, man. Uh, Needs a solid jab, man. I think Ortiz. They're making adjustments, and I don't think Ortiz is gonna fall the way he fell the first time. I think Ortiz is gonna make adjustments, man. It's gonna be a good fight for as long as we can get it. Okay, it's gonna be a good fight. And of course, people see. I'm gonna tell you. You know what's happening right here now. See, there's a movement. 78, Fred, and everybody's saying buy the pay per views. Okay, buy the pay per views. Buy the pay per views. And you can't tell me that black men can't organize and get stuff done. And that's why Deontay Wilder messed with us heavy, man. That's why Deontay Wilder messed with the LDBC heavy because we about that. That's what we gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. We about that. Okay. You know what, Tristan? I don't know. I don't know if Ortiz been training. I don't know, man. Ortiz, when Larry Wade, before he got him, he was looking really out of shape, man. But you see Luis Ortiz now, it looks like, man, he's getting in some great shape for this fight, man. So, man, man, man. Wow. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Man, Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder. Mm. I don't know who's going to win. I don't know who's going to win, though, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I'm pulling for Wilder, but that's no guarantee. It's no guarantee, y'all. You're watching Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay. All right, guys. Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington, and we're going to end out the show. Guys, this is a grudge match, man. These two don't hate each other. These two hate each other. Kamaru Usman, wants to go in and destroy Covington. You can kind of tell Usman been kind of he don't know what to say. Like he don't know how to come back. Because Usman is a fighter, man. He's not a microphone fiend. He's not there. Usman is a fighter. That's he been saying he been wanting to f up Kobe Covington for a long time. Combo breaking 99. Oh crap! Yeah, your question. Hold on. What was your question? Shoot, let me remember this. Oh yeah, the boxer that died from the body shot. Okay, let's talk about that first. Yeah, he died in sparring, man. Um, I tell people, man, all the time that this is a dangerous sport. Okay, I tell people that this is a dangerous sport. Boxing is nothing to play with, and getting hit in your liver is not a good thing. Getting hit in the liver is not a good thing, and also it's not good for you. When you get hit in the liver, your liver starts to produce this enzyme that goes into your bloodstream. That's why you have to sit down. Okay, that's why you have to go sit down. Like your body shuts down because of this enzyme. It's a liver enzyme. When you get hit in the liver, your body releases this enzyme to protect the liver. Okay, the human body is a magnificent thing, man. When excuse me, ooh, I had a burp. When you look at this from a biology standpoint, the human body is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing with this human body. Okay, I promise you, it's a beautiful thing. The body knows how to do anything. Well, you get hit in the body, this liver enzyme comes out and it shuts your body down. So you'll take a knee or you'll just stop. You'll stop what you're doing. It stops you. Well, when you get hit in the liver and you continue to fight, it's very dangerous. And too much of this liver enzyme in the bloodstream can kill you. And this guy got too much of the liver enzyme in his bloodstream and it killed him. A body shot can kill you. I forgot, people, they don't tell you that, man. A shot to the liver can kill you. It can kill you. Um, it's pretty, it's nothing to play with. So, when people, man, Keith Thurman can't take a body shot. Well, it's because his body produces more of this liver enzyme. Now, you know, what can you do about this? Like people like Kovalev, their bodies produce a lot of liver enzyme. That's why they can't take liver shots. They can't do it. Them guys, they gonna go down every time. Every time they get hit, they gonna go down. Okay, they will take a knee. They gonna take a knee, man, because that liver enzyme is so intense. Okay, but it's a dangerous chemical, man, and it's only produced because it acts as a neurotoxin to make you stop what you're doing. Okay, because see, your body don't want that liver enzyme to circulate. It just wants to have enough of it to protect the liver. Okay, that's it. And the liver, what the body will do then is take the enzyme that's in the bloodstream, circulate it through the kidneys, and get it. And you have to go use the bathroom to get the enzyme out of your bloodstream. Okay, it's an amazing thing, man, but it's also something that could kill you. And I wish, man, that people take sparring a little bit more serious too. Like sparring is designed to give the person a look. You're not supposed to go all in. And some fighters, man, damn boy, they go in and they be trying to kill their sparring partners. And I be looking and like why? Like why do you kill your sparring partner? You shouldn't. They're there for work. You got to get a good look. You can't go in there and beat the brakes off your sparring partner. That's not a good thing. So if a fighter coming out live and telling you, well, yeah, man, I'm knocking out my sparring partners. That's not good. Because you know why? That means that they ain't got no discipline. And also what it means is that they're eventually going to get their ass whooped by somebody who got discipline. I worry. I worry when a fighter's telling me, oh, I'm knocking out all my sparring partners. No, no. That ain't what I want to hear. I definitely don't want to hear that. It like if Wilder talking about, man, I'm knocking out all my sparring partners. I'm knocking them out. I can almost tell you right now, he'd be in trouble. He'd be in trouble with his upcoming bout against Luis Ortiz. He'd be in serious trouble. And that's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. It's just how that is. Um, but let's talk about Usman versus Covington, okay? Look, man, this is a grudge match, and Usman agree with me, man. Covington, dude is a racist prick. And see, he the guy that, he'll talk some junk, man. Okay? He'll talk some junk. He'll say something, and then when fighters clap back on him, he try to play like he the innocent victim. See, I'm gonna tell you, man, Kobe Covington, what he's gonna do is he gonna go in and he gonna play these games with these people. And people like Ferdicio Wordham, these ain't people you play with, man. These are street dudes. Okay, he playing with Jorge Masvidal. These are people that you don't play with, you don't talk reckless to. Cause these guys, they'll get you, and if you fight these guys in the street, they're gonna probably end up hurting you, or they're gonna kill you. Like Kobe Covington want no part of Jorge Masvidal, none. He don't want no part of it, man, and he don't want no parts of Jorge Masvidal because he know what Jorge Masvidal would do to him. See, Kobe he ain't dumb, man, and Usman is a street dude, man. See, you pit these street dudes, they don't know how to track. They don't trash talk, man. They don't understand how to do that. What street dudes know how to do, they know how to fight. That's it. They know how to bang. That's it. They don't know nothing else. They don't know nothing else. Okay? But Kobe Covington is biting off a lot more than he can chew. He biting off a lot and he using this gimmick. First of all, he's a mark. Kobe Covington is a mark. He's a straight up mark. And it's like, I'm like, are you kidding me? How the hell do you become a mark? A mark. You talk all this mess, you pay for women, you're not rolling like you say you're rolling, and he's a mark. But I also think you're racist, okay? I don't care. The stuff that he said about the Brazilians, yeah, come on, man, that was racist. Calling somebody a filthy animal. These people, you people are a bunch of filthy animals. Okay. Then he called Tyron Woodley a filthy animal. I'm like, okay, so who's not a filthy animal? I mean, everybody who got melanin in their skin, they filthy to him. And that's the context that I took it as, okay? You people are filthy animals. Well, what are you? Ooh, yeah, a racist one. A darn racist, whoever. Yep. Comma breaker. Kobe is a racist. He sure is a racist. And I really do hope that Usman beat the brakes off this boy. Like I hope Kamaru Usman go in there and beat the brakes off him. Somebody got to stop him. Somebody got to. And let's hope that it is Kamaru Usman. Well, folks, I've been on for about an hour. Go check out Mahari Sports. Go ahead and check out Mahari Nation podcast. Go check Mahari Nation Sports podcast. Okay, go check that out, man. It's a good show. Yeah, go check out Combo Breaker 99. The man gives great content, good video breakdowns. But before I go, let me go ahead and really break down Wilder Ortiz. Okay, all right. What I see in this fight, okay, I see skill versus will. Okay, Luis Ortiz, what he's gonna have to do, he gotta fight the inside. Okay, it's no trying to stand on the outside and box Wilder because if he do that, he's gonna get clipped. He's gonna get clipped with a right hand. Okay, Luis Ortiz needs to try to get in on the inside and do his work there. Deontay Wilder is gonna be ineffective. Okay, he's gonna be ineffective. He's not gonna be able to do what he wants to on the inside. It's not gonna happen. Luis Ortiz, he got a short enough reach. He can throw a bunch of hooks, and if he can get within striking range. But if he's standing out there trying to just pick and probe jabs, we're gonna get knocked out. Literally. But this is what needs to happen. Okay? This is what happened. Um, what Deontay Wilder needs to do. Deontay Wilder need some decoy punches. Punches that they're not designed to do a lot of damage, but they're designed to land and touch the person. This is what Deontay Wilder need to do, man. He need to be touching Luis Ortiz and trying to set him up with the power. Okay, because you can't throw power shots the whole night against Luis Ortiz. That's not gonna work. And I felt like Wilder was throwing too much power. Okay, he was throwing too much power instead of using finesse. And Luis Ortiz was able to take advantage of Wilder overextending himself. I thought it was genius. I thought it was absolute genius that's what happened. Okay, Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. I've been calling for Kobe Covington versus Khabib Nurmagomedov at welterweight, and I will wave the Russian flag. We're proud to see Khabib destroy the racist. Yeah, Covington said that. Um, Khabib Nurmagomedov, what he is he said something like the guy can't mess with me, and the guy don't want to come up to 170 to fight me. Look, if Khabib Nurmagomedov can go to 170, he gonna beat the brakes off anybody. Yeah, man. Nobody, because Kobe talking about that Khabib Nurmagomedov afraid of his wrestling. The same man that wrestled a bear. I don't think he's afraid of anybody's wrestling. I think Khabib wrestling is on a whole nother level. Okay, I think his wrestling is on a whole nother level, and it's just what it is. But y'all, I've been on here for long enough. Okay. Guys, this was a good show. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the caller calling in. Okay, guys, this is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Support the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.